Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on iKeysRacing for a new episode of the season 2001 of Grand Prix 4. We have raced 3 races and we are ready to come back to Europe to race the San Marino Grand Prix on the Autodromo Enzo e Dino Ferrari. The ranking classification is the one you see here and you see on top of the screen, just to have it always very handy under our nose. Let's go to continue the championship, and I give you the appointment in a couple of seconds just to fine-tune the setup, show it to you, and then do the qualification. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the qualification. I'm going to let the accelerated time running a bit, just let's say 30 minutes, just to have some comparison. Okay, times are coming up. Okay, so the reference is 1:23.3 of Juan Pablo Montoya, or Montoya if you are from Colombia, followed by Hakkinen, Schumacher Ralph, Coulthard, Barrichello. But I would say that the top 6 is just with super cars, super teams, and so again will be quite a challenge to grab some positions here and there. The thing is, during free practice I've been capable to arrive to 1:26.5, so at the limit of the current Thomas Ainge and Rick Bernoldi lap time for the last spots on the grid, unluckily. And anyway, I will start with Fernando, showing you the car setup. So this one is for dry qualifying with the soft tires compound option. Wings are 18 and 19 rear front, brake balance 56-44 front rear, gear ratio starting from 25 arriving to 55 with 6 steps in between, even if for a correct spacing this should be the correct one. Sorry, my mistake. I've seen, I think I will go for 2 pit stops, because after 20 laps soft tires are completely gone. The advanced one, the anti-roll bars are in the mid, springs are in the mid for both front and rear. Ride 8, I've been capable to arrive to 25 and 46 front rear, using all the breakers possible at the front and just 50 outside, 80 the rear. The fast bumps, stiffness at the front, softness at the rear. Fast rebound, the same, maximum, minimum. Slow bump, maximum, minimum. Slow rebound, maximum, minimum. The differential is set to 0 to have an easy traction coming out from corners, and has a mid setup when you release the throttle. At least playing with the keyboard, this is the best I have found. Okay, first set for qualification, and let's go. Let's see what happens. So ready for the first try. Will be 1 lap to qualify the car. P19. Ooh, very bad exit, but we had 2/10 of advantage. I think I will try another tentative. .3 and half of advantage over myself. 8/10. P17, not bad, so we can go to the pit. Obviously we are not in a position where with a P17 I can improve more than this, but I will try also with Alex Young again. First lap to qualify the car, second lap to push harder and harder. Not bad the first split. You can see it on the top left screen. P17. One more. I think I reached the limit. Yes, 36 minus. And half worse than before. So nothing. I think we can keep the current position. At the end we start P17 and 18. It's a 9 row. Row number 9. Not really bad for a Minardi at Imola, given the fact that we have the less powerful engine, and also the grip factor for this chassis is absolutely the minimum. At least we have beaten Bernardi, Verstappen, Button, Ainge that drive cars less, let's say, the worst of the field, but not worst like a Minardi. Sorry, I go out from the track. So we can accelerate the time, see what happens, and let's see the full session. So with Schumacher scoring for Ferrari the first, I think, pole position of the season at home at the Autodromo Enzo Dino Ferrari of Imola. That is close to Bologna and so close to Maranello, the home ground for Ferrari. Followed by his brother, Ralf Schumacher with Williams BMW. In the next spot with Juan Pablo Montoya, Hakkinen McLaren, Coulthard McLaren, and the second Ferrari with Barrichello. So in half a second there is also the Jordan Mugen Honda of Jarno Trulli, so could be really quite a race today with the top 6, let's say 8th position not really entirely defined, especially for the top 4. Look at the minimum gap between all of those, and if we go down we find ourselves kicked back by Jenson Button. I was not considering the English driver to improve a lot, so anyway, does make a tiny difference between row 9 and row 9 and 10. I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, this time Alex Young will start in front of Fernando Alonso. Race maybe with the rain, with possibilities of rain. Let's see, the track will be maybe a bit wet. Okay, I don't fear the rain. Let's say that I saved the game, so I jump the warm-up, and so the race, as said, we've seen the starting field. We will have a couple of cars to pass to score points. The race with Young, and after 4 shifts of driving we will finish the race with Fernando. And despite the warm-up wet, the race looks, and despite the bug here, so Fernando 2 stops, I would say Alex 2 stops, yes, same lap, just to not have the same car running in the pit in the same lap time, in the same lap, sorry. So, let's go, are you ready? Let's see, round number 4. So F9 as always to have the traction control at the start. Okay, P13 with Alex. Fernando is 18. We can maybe take advantage of the duel between Benetton and the bar Honda. Verstappen and Button pit call, maybe a crash. Let's see if we can have a look to the replay. I was decently placed after the Variante Alta. But in the braking zone he was quite faster, and I also lost the racing line, so not really a good deal. No, engine problem for Alex Young. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. Lap number 3. Come on. No. But the temperature was okay, 90 degrees. What a pity. Yes, okay, I free up a place for Fernando, but this is not absolutely good, and I have also to, I don't know even if the car will arrive to the pit, because generally Grand Prix 2 repairs also this kind of issues. Let's try to book the pit. No, the engine is dead, and there is a uphill. What a pity. I'm really sorry for Alex, because it was quite effective and quick, but this is racing, so I'm sorry guys, you will have to place a lot of patience with the race of today, because we'll be raced just via Fernando Alonso, and unless it will happen also an issue of reliability to the Spaniard. I hope not. He is currently P16. Trying to pass Fisichella. Fisichella prone to make mistakes. and not willing to let us pass. So we were here. So good here. Then he started to make errors defending the position, and so slowing down, like in the real physical attitude, I mean, of those years. Long braking zone. He spotted maybe front tires. He had a bit of advantage, but then I was so quick here. And I mean, here he was waiting me for braking in the nose of my car. Then we arrived to the Variante Alta, where I see myself decently competitive. He gave up on the entrance and I am ahead. P15. Let's see if we can catch Irvine 5 seconds ahead. Yes, 4.6. In 10 laps more or less we should arrive to Eddie Irvine with the Jaguar Ford. 3.7, almost 1 second clear regained, while Frentzen is retiring, lucky for us. To be more concentrated on what I'm doing, if you don't mind, I leave the ranking turned off for a bit. And I concentrate on the driving side. The target is Eddie Irvine with the Jaguar, 4 seconds clear ahead of me. Now 4.2. Under 4 seconds the gap of Irvine. Some mistakes here and there. This is very bad. This is very bad. My mistake on exiting the Variante Bassa. What a mistake. What a silly mistakes. Repeated. Ten seconds lost almost. Ah, what an idiot. An overconfidence, definitely an overconfidence with the grip of the rear of the car. Or maybe tires are starting to go away. Yes, 1.0 consumption in the back. Not a good sign. And still 9 laps to go before the pit stop, more or less, and a race to rebuild almost from scratch. I'm sorry to say the tires are gone earlier than I was thinking. So will be now an attitude to cruise the car until the pit stop, but I fear also for the rest of the race, unless should count the rain that was present in the warm-up this morning, but not today. And as by tradition, Schumacher, before the first pit stop I suppose, scores the best lap time of the race. Maybe he is close to the first pit stop. Has a lead of almost 10 seconds over the couple of the Williams BMW. I know that the team is calling me in. I have an insane idea. Stretch this stint and do one pit stop and go to the end. I've lost many seconds for mistakes here and there. If I save 30 seconds of time required for a pit stop, maybe I can hope to arrive to the end, maybe in the top 10. So considering that we will be overlapped, I can take a full load of fuel. Continue with dry soft is the only option I have. So embark all the possible The animation is absolutely beautiful. I let Barrichello pass. While in the lead there is Montoya, followed by Coulthard. And my silly attitude on pushing like if I was still with low fuel. Montoya in the pit now. Well, not now, call it now. Car is absolutely heavy. This is an aspect very nice of the Grand Prix series, especially with 3 and 4 versions. You really feel the car heavier. So with the pit stop, Schumacher back in the lead, and Montoya is not going away. Now in front I have Fisichella. What happened? So I was letting Schumacher pass Ralph. Montoya stayed there. Don't ask me why. And there was Fisichella that I am racing with. Also here I let Montoya pass, but he was not in a portion of track where maybe the AI consider an overlapped car possibly passable, if you let me say this way. Okay, passed luckily. The next one should be Coulthard, maybe. Let him through. and then there is Barrichello, so we have to concentrate to get advantage when Fisichella will try to leave the space for Montoya and Coulthard. This was Barrichello, so the cycle of overlapping cars is ended for me. So looking at the race of Schumacher, the couple of brothers in the lead. Luckily I've not lost time to let Nick Heidfeld pass through. He was going to the pit, but now will come Trulli. Now it's time for Hakkinen to pass, but he doesn't go away, okay. I didn't want to keep him behind me, so with a lonely and sadly P17 and 5 seconds not achievable to be gained back over Fisichella with the car loaded for the rest of the race. Half of the race, the home race for my beloved Minardi, is absolutely a disaster from a strategy point of view, because unless some other drivers will, like Fisichella, will pit now for the single pit stop, but the P10 final position is absolutely a dream and nothing more, not a reality, not a possibility. So sorry to Giancarlo Minardi and all the team for giving this ridiculous performance, but today is really a race quite tough compared to the 3 previous episodes, as long as I stayed with a 2 pit stop strategy. But I fear the tires will go away very soon, but I will try anyway to go to the end to see if they will explode or will resist until the end, just slippering here and there. I'm just sorry that it is so difficult today given the home Grand Prix for the team. Good news, Pani out of the race, so we go up P15, 30 seconds over Bernoldi with the arrows. Even if he does a pit now, he will be in front of me, I mean. And now Jacques Villeneuve is on our back. Overlapping us. The good news is that front tires are almost consumed like the rear tires. Maybe I'm driving more with the front end of the car than with the rear end, given the higher fuel load. So very soon the car will be also understeering, something I don't like. This is Nick Heidfeld overlapping me, and not in a good manner. Come on, Nick, be quick. And the Fisichella is here, in the back. So despite him being on a single pit stop strategy, he's quicker than me. Plus, for the second time I think, we are going to be overlapped. Yes, 2 laps down. And the only hope I have is defend my position, overdriving everything without any more tires available fresh. So resist until the end to Fisichella. And maybe do the trick he did before to me, but I'm not of that level. There will be an overlapping action by, should be Barrichello. If he's behind Fisichella again, there's another car arriving to overlap me. Could be Kimi Raikkonen. Plus a Jaguar, yes, and a Jordan. They should be Irvine and Alesi. A finished tires. I don't know how long I will resist. Not long. He has more grip, far more grip than me. I don't get at least a slipstream. Okay, so just Verstappen, Button and Ainge are after me, behind me. So in 1 lap, 2 laps, Fisichella did give me 3 seconds. The second time by Schumacher, maybe. Lap times and splits are going to be slower and slower for myself. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, when you go over 2.0 consumption, Grand Prix 2, 3 and 4 start to bring down the level of your grip, and so you don't have anything else to do than change tires. But given the situation of the race, I don't have anything else to do than go to the end. He's running around the second pit stop for everybody. The only one having done 3 pit stop is Ralf Schumacher. I don't know if for strategy or for an issue. Few retardants, I would say, in this race. Here there is the duel between, they were Coulthard and Barrichello for the podium, but happened that I've let them pass. Then Coulthard blocked almost Barrichello, that was quite wide. In the back there is Fisichella arriving, unluckily. Yes, definitely Barrichello was doing the wrong thing. We will let him pass as soon as he will arrive, but in a couple of seconds we will have Fisichella. Ooh, sorry, I've touched Barrichello, I'm sorry. What an idiot. I'm going to He was ahead, but I've lost completely the braking point. Sorry for Rubens. And not only, while trying to defend myself over Fisichella, he did the Ricciardo move. Was all okay until this point. Barrichello went, and I've lost completely the braking point. He did a good move, but I was absolutely not in the right spot to defend myself. I arrived a bit longer, and that was it. I have advantage over Verstappen. Come on, Rubens. This was maybe Hakkinen. Now he's coming Trulli. So 10 laps to go for the leaders. For me 8. It will be 8 laps, a sort of trial to survive. To not arrive last. Urbani not passing. So Verstappen back on Ainge, then I will be last. Complete an almost disaster, complete disaster. Fantastic, this is a defense of the position. Let's go to see the replay. So, rule number 1 of GP4. When you have 2 consumed tires, go to change them. Rule number 2, learn to defend. Because without grip, you only risk to destroy everything. Fantastic. Sorry, also because at the beginning of the race I was talking about Bridgestone tires, but in fact the Minardi is using Michelin, and believe it or not, I'm going to be overlapped by Enrique Bernoldi. Do you remember any driver in the history of Formula 1 overlapped by Bernoldi? I don't. With all the respect for Enrique, I mean, he had quite cars not really top of the range. And this strange attitude of not overlapping directly. This was Jacques Villeneuve. So we are close to the 4.0 consumption for 3 tires out of 4. Last lap, I think, for Schumacher. He's going to win in a dominant way this San Marino Grand Prix, 4th round of the championship. And yes, the German driver of the Ferrari wins the San Marino Grand Prix in the home soil for Ferrari. Same ground for Minardi, but with just one car to the end, with Raikkonen blowing the engine in the last lap, so we will not take a position gained. We arrive 18th, last but one, with all the tires cooked. So wrong strategy for the future to remember when GP4 tells you to change tires, it's time to do it. And that's it. Will be a good experience for the future. The podium completed by Coulthard, as said, third, 4 points. Montoya for the first time second in a race. Then Barrichello fourth. My fault to push him out, but he was not anyway maybe strong enough to battle Coulthard. So let's go to see the full result. As said, Schumacher Ferrari winning the second race in the season. 2 wins for Schumacher, 2 wins for Coulthard. For the Williams BMW with Michelin tires. Ferrari was Bridgestone. David Coulthard, third for McLaren, Mercedes, Michelin tires. Barrichello fourth, Ferrari, Bridgestone. Mika Häkkinen fifth, McLaren, Mercedes, Michelin tires. Sixth, Jarno Trulli with Jordan Mugen Honda. Out of the point, Ralf Schumacher with an added pit stop. He did 3 pit stops. I don't know why, maybe for an issue. Then the top 10 is concluded with Villeneuve, Bar Honda, Heidfeld, Sauber Ferrari, Sauber Petronas, Jean Alesi, Jordan Mugen Honda. Very down in the classification with Alex Young retired after 2 or 3 laps, I don't remember, with an engine blown while he was around P12 if I'm not wrong. At least we kept Thomas Ainge behind us. This time, as you can see, the computer didn't drive the Minardi, so the only lap scored by myself goes down to the 14th best absolute time, 1:26.1 versus 24.2, so I was anyway 2 seconds off the pace, and Young did just the first and the second lap. Yes, retired in the second lap and the first lap, so nothing really special today. Ferrari 13, 6 Williams, 6 McLaren, 1 Jordan. Drivers' Championship, Coulthard still in the lead, but with Schumacher, with Ferrari gaining back. A lot of points lost with the first retirement of the season at Melbourne in Australia. Third position, a battle between Barrichello, Montoya, Häkkinen, Ferrari, Williams, McLaren. Ralf Schumacher out of the points for the first time this season. Trulli 6, Alonso 2, Alesi 2. After 4 rounds, the constructors sees McLaren 39, Ferrari chasing 37, Williams a bit far, I would say, Jordan 8th, Minardi still 2 points. Have a preview of the next Grand Prix. It will be in Spain, in Barcelona. Okay guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's all for the moment. I wish the best to all of you and your beloved. Wishing also a good weekend that is approaching finally, and see you very soon on iKeysRacing channel, where the mantra is always the same: stay home, stay safe, stay racing. From Monza, from Italy, from Marco, ciao!